I like the feeling of making things. It's very rewarding. And filmmaking is that type of experience, where you're forced to collaborate with so many people. You're involved in the beginning to end. You're involved with so many elements, and when it's done, you're like, I made this movie. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. The only source of knowledge is experience. Practice does not make perfect. Only perfect practice makes perfect. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. Be brave. Take risks. Nothing can substitute experience. Life is like playing a violin solo in public and learning the instrument as one goes on. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. Experience is the teacher of all things. Nothing is a waste of time if you use the experience wisely. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. My personal life is the same. At the end of the day, this is just a job. I love what I do, and it's a great job. But it's like my alter ego. There's Chris Brown the singer, and there's Christopher Brown, the down-home Tappahannock boy that plays video games and basketball and hangs out. Follow your dreams. Just make sure to have fun. Haters keep on hating, 'cause somebody's gotta do it. I always imagined I could be what I wanted to be. Whether it be personal or musical, I just think I'm a walking art piece. Just a ball of creativity. Having the right people around you all the time is important. I do take the acting seriously, but this is all fun. I look at it like smoke and mirrors. I still think it's a dream, but I ain't pinching myself yet.
My mother taught me to treat a lady respectfully. Brainy quote. Background previous quote. Chris Brown quotes. Background next quote. Loving is doing anything for them, thinking about them constantly, and being able to spend your whole life with that person. Liking somebody is just like, okay, I like them because of this, and this, but I don't know if I am ready to be in love with them. Since I'm always working, my best holiday memories are definitely when I can just go home and spend time with my family. I used to feel so shy speaking to girls. It was even worse when they were around their crew because they would diss me. Girls are losing their virginity at 15, 16. I'm not promoting that, but my songs are talking about me becoming a man. When I was 12, all I wanted for Christmas was a trampoline or a four-wheeler. I ended up getting both presents for Christmas. I would say I'm an inspirational guidelines book. You can take my life story, or scenarios or songs, and relate to them, and apply them to your everyday life. I think the key is basically just your determination. As far an artist is concerned, it's just about your drive and your dream. I like low-maintenance girls, but at the same time, classy. She needs to take care of herself, but also be a girl who isn't afraid to get sweaty and play basketball. So it's cool if she's a tomboy. Quote. Chris quotes. Background next quote. It's about the characters. It's about the film. It's about the process of making stunning visuals and a huge, epic movie. It doesn't matter if my head was covered in a black plastic bag and I was bouncing around in a space hopper. That's the villain of Chris Nolan's Batman. I'm very sensitive. Because my mom was my primary emotional caregiver growing up, I found myself being pinned into dresses, darting her dresses, choosing her high heels for the evening or what to wear. I'm very much a mommy's boy. I have a very busy head. I have inside voices that I have learned to contain.